we're the Jeanette Rankin staff, and 3 of the founding mothers are at the Hilltop Grill, where we like to try to have lunch at least once a month. And this is kind of our holiday lunch. Heather has just taken the bull by the horns. And
literally.
And we have some questions that everybody has the questions in front of them, and I've just suggested that everybody can select 1 or 2, and we're just going to make a little puppet movie for you for the holiday season, and just to kind of close out some of our grander thoughts about our feelings about the foundation. So I don't have anybody picked to go. I did hear.
I'm going first.
You want to go first? Okay. So we can see here who wants to go first. And Heather, you be sure to read your question and just go right ahead.
Okay. He's bull. He's male. Number 6.
Okay.
The Foundation's mission is about assisting women with their higher education expenses. Many men have helped over the years. Is there a particular man you'd like to spotlight for their assistance? I think I should say his assistance.
Oh, thank you.
Is there a particular man? Yes, after all. There are 2 men that I would like to come to mind. The first one is Mr. Mailer. Mr. Mailer gave us all sorts of advice. He was Margaret's boss. He was chair of the Continuing Education Center, director. He said, we need a board of advisors. So we got a board of advisors and started work. The second man that Heather holds in her heart is George Codd, who recently died. He and his family lost children and grandchildren in 9/11. There are so many agencies that he could have given his gift to when he died, and the man, gave the money and support all this a long time, he and his wife, who passed before him, to women's education. And that's one of the reasons I like it. Heather loves it. So that's my country. Bye.
Bye. I want to take number 7. Do you have a brief story about a particular recipient you would like the others to hear? I'm talking to this one? Yes. It's Barbara, who was our first, Barbara Dixon now, who was our first recipient. Totally coincidentally, it turned out that she had been with her father and family in Germany at the same time that my husband was with his father and family in Germany with the Army. And being a few years older than, not many, older than Larry and his sister, Barbara had babysat for my husband and his sister in Germany when Larry was 12 years old. And Larry's mother and Barbara's mother were best friends in Germany. That's my story.
Did I know?
Her husband had died of cancer. She had 2 little children to rear, and we gave her a scholarship to help her get her nursing degree because she had decided to become a nurse while nursing her husband. And now her children and grandchildren, several of them are in the medical field. So we have helped a whole family. So that's my story.
All right, Little Mermaid here. I want to talk about how would I characterize people who volunteer for the foundation. Now, it's very important because we have a ton of volunteers in a lot of different capacities, from the board of directors who serve in as many ways as they possibly can, like superheroes. We've got our leadership volunteers on our committees that make our events happen. We've got the readers who choose our scholars and are amazing. And so I think the term is superheroes. They donate their time. We've got interns who work for free and like keep the agency afloat with all of their hard work and great ideas. And so I think they're superheroes. I love them dearly, and we really could not do this without the people who give their time for us. So, all from The Little Mermaid.
What do you know about Jeanette Rankin's life that would suggest she would be pleased with foundation loans for her? So every morning when I walk in, seriously, I talk to Jeanette. I look at the picture and I say, Jeanette, we're going to make some money to give some scholarships today to help some mature, unemployed women workers. And I think this foundation has really done that. It's like she was all about women and children. The legislation she worked for and lobbied for was about women and children. She cared about life and peace. You know, you can't win a war like you can win an earthquake. You know, and she was so way ahead of her time. And in the South here was particularly the friendships she had with people of color, with black folks, the people who lived around her. The fact that Michael Thurman talked about her at It's Time to Talk and said she came to the high school, the black high school, and no white person had ever come to a black high school. Like that even affirmed to me that doing It's Time to Talk was the right thing to do. I went, thank you, Jeanette.
Alrighty, I'm going next. I want to tell about a particular scholarship recipient, and I think about him every single day, me being a former Jeanette Rankin scholar, go Latrina. But Linda Kirby Cox is a woman that comes to mind. She actually passed away this year, but one story that I tremendously remember about her is that she always had a heart to give. And I just recall we got a letter in the mail. We had sent out a mailing, and she gave $2. And don't get me wrong, I love all money amounts, whether it be 200, 2,000, 200,000, 2 million. I like all monetary amounts. But her heart, I could literally feel her heart through the gift, and her desire to want to give more just really touched me tremendously. So why do I want to highlight Linda Kirby Cox? Her $2 now has been kind of put together with all of your dollars, and now we've been able to give over $3 million in scholarships. So I'm putting out a shameless plug right here, because whether it's $2, $200, whatever it is that you can do it, and I promise you'll make a difference in a woman's life like Linda, like Latrina, and all of the other amazing women that are being benefited by the Jeanette Rankin Scholarship at this very moment.
What about you?
For the foundation in 2019. So they are that we stay on the course that we've been on. I think it's a great one. I think it's a fabulous mission to be assisting women with their higher education. It's very exciting to see the growth that the foundation has enjoyed in the last year. We have Karen Stirk sitting right at the table right now doing this video, and she has led us in a very prosperous direction, and consequently even more women than we could have imagined have been assisted. So my hopes and dreams are that, just as we've learned of a friend of ours endowing a scholarship recently, that the word of mouth has extended knowledge of this foundation. The foundation was started, this is the last thing I'll say, when the 5 founders came together, we said we wanted it to be a national foundation, but it's hard to make a foundation that grows in a local community into a national foundation. But believe me, I can sit here and report that we are definitely a national foundation, and it made all of us happy this year to see that Delaware, which was the only state where we hadn't located a recipient, we had a recipient this year from Delaware. So now when you look at a map of the entire United States, we can say that every state has had at least one recipient, and many, of course, have had several more. So that's what I'd like to see us consider as we go into 2019, is this a kind of growth and recognition. And hey, with this group of people, it's going to happen.
Amen, sister.
All right.
Amen.
All right.